What if less really is more? What if the beauty of a building isn't in its ornate details, but in its bare-bones simplicity? These are the questions that sparked the minimalist architecture movement. In the early 20th century, architects began to challenge the ornate and decorative styles of the past. Influenced by the modernist art movement and its emphasis on abstraction and simplicity, they sought to create buildings that were stripped down to their essential elements. This was the birth of minimalism in architecture, a style that emphasized the purity of geometric forms and the beauty of raw materials. One of the earliest and most influential proponents of this style was Ludwig Mies van der Rohe. In the 1920s and 30s, he developed a design philosophy based on the idea that less is more. He created buildings that were simple and unadorned, yet powerful and elegant. His designs, such as the Barcelona Pavilion and the Farnsworth House, are still celebrated today for their timeless beauty. As the 20th century progressed, minimalist architecture continued to evolve and diversify. In the 1950s and 60s, Japanese architects like Tadao Ando and Kengo Kuma began to incorporate traditional Japanese aesthetics into their minimalist designs. Their buildings, with their simple lines, natural materials, and contemplative spaces, brought a new level of depth and sophistication to the minimalist style. By the late 20th and early 21st centuries, minimalist architecture had become a global phenomenon. Architects all over the world, from Switzerland's Peter Zumthor to Chile's Alejandro Aravena, were creating buildings that embodied the minimalist ethos. These designs, whether they were sleek urban skyscrapers or rustic rural retreats, demonstrated the versatility and universal appeal of minimalist architecture. In the present day, minimalist architecture continues to inspire and challenge us. It invites us to appreciate the beauty of simplicity, the elegance of bare materials, and the power of geometric forms. It reminds us that, in architecture as in life, sometimes less really is more. In summary, minimalist architecture has evolved from its early 20th century roots, influenced by modernist art and the philosophy of less is more, through a mid-century Japanese interpretation, to a global phenomenon in the late 20th and early 21st centuries. Today, it continues to challenge us to appreciate the beauty and simplicity and the power of essential forms. It's a testament to the enduring appeal of this architectural style that it remains influential and widely celebrated to this day. To conclude, minimalist architecture is not just a style, but a philosophy. It's a way of looking at the world that values simplicity, purity, and essentiality. And as we move forward into an increasingly complex and cluttered world, the lessons of minimalist architecture are perhaps more relevant than ever.